You know what's worse than being the weakest species in the galaxy? Being so irrelevant that nobody even believes you exist. But here's the thing about myths. Sometimes they wake up angry. And when humanity finally showed up to the galactic party, we brought weapons older than empires. Let me take you back to the moment everything changed. Drop a quick "Humanity Rises" down below if you're ready for this wild ride, because what I'm about to tell you is going to flip everything you thought you knew about First Contact. Picture this. Captain Ilara Kane, absolute badass, by the way, standing on her ship's bridge, staring down 3 giant bug-looking aliens who are literally shaking in fear. These envoys, they're supposed to be guides, right? Their whole job is showing newcomers around the galaxy. But they flat-out refuse to land on this one planet. Wings trembling, voices cracking through their translators. "That world is cursed," they hiss. "We'll take you there because the treaty says we have to, but we're not going down." Nobody comes back from that place. Now Ilara's not buying it. She's done her homework. Every single alien database marks this planet as off-limits, but nobody will explain why. Just vague warnings and superstitious nonsense. And humans? We've been out here in space for barely 100 years. The big alien empires treat us like we're kids playing dress-up. This is our shot to find something real, something they don't want us to see. So what does she do? She orders the descent anyway. Because if there's one thing humans are phenomenal at, it's ignoring warnings that say stay out. Her Marines don't even hesitate. They just strap in and drop. The landing is rough. Sand everywhere. And rising out of that sand are these absolutely massive structures. Picture skyscrapers made of black stone, cracked and ancient, covered in symbols that start glowing the moment boots hit the ground. Sergeant Hales sweeps the area with his rifle and just says what everyone's thinking. These aren't natural. Somebody built this. But here's where it gets weird. Lieutenant Merrick touches one of the walls and whispers something that makes everyone's skin crawl. "This doesn't feel alien." Before anyone can process that, one of the Marines finds a console. It's pulsing with this blue light, almost like it's waiting for something. Private Singh reaches out. You know, classic human curiosity. And the second his hand touches it, everything explodes into motion. The ground splits open. Mountains literally tear themselves apart. Hangars that have been buried for who knows how many thousands of years suddenly reveal themselves, lights flickering on after an eternity of darkness. Towers rise up intact, humming with power that shouldn't exist. And then the console speaks. In English. Command authority recognized. "Welcome back. Let that sink in for a second. This dead planet, this cursed world that every alien species avoids like the plague, just recognized humans. Like it was expecting us. Like it's been waiting. Up in orbit, alarms start screaming. The Horizon Sphere picks up massive warp signatures. A fleet is incoming. Hundreds of ships. And they're not friendly. Now the Tarkon Dominion, these guys are bad news. One of the oldest, most powerful empires in the galaxy. They don't do diplomacy. They do domination. And their entire fleet just showed up. Weapons hot, led by this warlord who looks like something out of a nightmare. Scales, fangs, sitting on a literal throne made of bones. He appears on Ilara's screen, and his opening line? "We thought you were myths," whispers told by cowards. But here you are, disturbing the grave of gods. Ilara doesn't flinch. "This world isn't yours." The warlord grins, this horrible, predatory smile. "It belongs to no one. Because everyone who claims it gets destroyed, and just like that his ships start charging weapons, targeting the surface. Down below, Hale is losing his mind. "Captain, we're sitting ducks down here." But then something impossible happens. The console lights up again. Human presence confirmed. Defense protocols reactivating, those hangars. They weren't empty. Massive warships start emerging from the sand. Black hulls, angular designs, covered in those same glowing symbols. And they look human, like someone took human engineering and cranked it up 1,000 notches. Ships built for one purpose, war. A voice booms across every human communication channel, calm, commanding, ancient. Designation humanity detected. Command authority granted. Awaiting orders. Marek can barely get the words out. "Captain, are those ours?" Nobody knows. But these ships? They're responding to human commands like they've been programmed to obey. like they've been waiting for centuries, maybe millennia, for humanity to come back and claim them. Ilara makes the only call she can. Marines, get aboard now. The Tarkon fleet starts their assault. Plasma fire scorches the atmosphere, but these black warships, these ancient monsters, they rise up like they're offended someone dared to attack while they were sleeping. Hale jumps into a control chamber and the interface instantly translates to English. Everything powers up like it's eager to serve. The Tarkon warlord issues his final warning. You cannot flee. You cannot resist. Humanity is a myth, an echo long dead. You will kneel, or you will burn. Ilara stares at this fleet of impossible warships now under her command, and she whispers 4 words that change galactic history. Then burn with us. The Black Fleet opens fire. Golden energy lances tear through Tarkon shields like they're made of tissue paper. Cruisers explode. Formations shatter. And across every alien communication channel you can hear the panic spreading. They were supposed to be extinct. The myths are real. Humans. The humans have returned. Space becomes absolute chaos. These ancient ships move with this terrifying precision, like they remember exactly how to fight, how to kill. Every shot is calculated. Every maneuver is perfect. The Tarkon fleet, which arrived expecting an easy slaughter, is now running scared. But empires don't go down easy. The warlord, fangs bared, scales reflecting emergency lighting, gives an order that makes everyone's blood run cold. Deploy the Leviathans. 3 shadows emerge from warp space. And I mean shadows, these things are city-sized. Absolute monstrosities covered in weapons that can literally crack moons in half. The bridge of the Horizon's spear goes dead silent. The warlord's voice drips with confidence now. Humanity is no god. You are flesh. You will kneel before the Dominion, the Leviathan's fire. Beams of pure annihilation cut through space, slamming into the Black Fleet. Shields hold, but barely. Entire valleys on the surface below turn to glass from the spillover energy. Hale's sweating now. Captain, we can't trade blows with these things. We need a plan. And this is where Ilara proves why she's in command. Humans have always been outnumbered, always been the underdog. But our real strength, it's not firepower. It's chaos. It's thinking outside the box when everyone else follows the rules. We don't fight Leviathans head on, she says. We board them. Marines, get inside and make it hurt. Dropships launch, weaving through golden energy beams and plasma fire. Most don't make it. But a handful slam onto the hull of the nearest Leviathan, and Marines start cutting their way in. Inside is worse than anyone imagined. The corridors aren't built, they're grown. Living tissue. Pulsing walls like veins. And the Tarkon soldiers defending it? Massive scaled warriors wielding plasma blades. Hale leads the charge, shotgun roaring. Contact! Move, move, move! They push deeper, fighting through nightmares, and discover something horrifying. These Leviathans aren't just ships. They're bioweapons. Entire chambers filled with vats where living Tarkon are wired into the walls, their minds enslaved to keep the monster functioning. One of the Marines throws up. This is a slaughterhouse, Hale spits. Then burn it all down. Outside, Ilara's fighting to keep her fleet alive when one of the Leviathans locks onto the Horizon spear. Brace for impact! The beam launches, and then suddenly stops. One of the black warships rams the Leviathan head-on. Both vessels explode in this massive fireball of gold and crimson. Who gave that order? An officer screams, nobody did. The ship chose. It sacrificed itself. Like it remembered what it meant to fight alongside humans. Like it remembered what loyalty was. Deep inside the Leviathan, Hale's squad reaches the core. A massive heart of plasma wrapped in alien flesh, pulsing with sick light. The warlord's voice thunders in their helmets. Do you think your myths matter? You are ants before titans. Hale rips a thermal charge off his belt, slams it onto the core, and grins. Yeah, meet the fire ants. The explosion tears the Leviathan apart from the inside out. 1 down, 2 to go. Ilara's gritting her teeth, coordinating the assault on the remaining 2, when sensors pick up something new. Something worse. The planet itself is waking up. And whatever's down there, whatever humanity accidentally activated, it's not finished. The galaxy called us myths. The Tarkon sent their strongest weapons. But the myths? They're burning empires alive. And this is just the beginning. Because here's the truth nobody in the galaxy wanted to admit. Humanity wasn't new to the stars. We'd been here before. We'd built an empire so powerful that even its ghosts could make the oldest civilizations run scared. And now we're remembering who we used to be. If you made it this far, smash that like button because this story is far from over. Drop a comment with your wildest theory about what those black ships really are. And subscribe because the next part is going to blow your mind.